Impossible.
Everybody, welcome back. I am Phil. You might also know me as Tulok of Tulok and Mango. With me, as always, is Mango of Tulok and Mango. Say hi, Mango.
Hi, Mango.
And we also have our special guests, Kelsey and Mason. Say hi, Kelsey and Mason.
Hello.
Heyo.
Of course, we're starting off Gen 5 today. Feeling alive today. Or at least I am.
Yeah.
I know I love Gen 5. Mason, I think you're pretty familiar with Gen 5.
I actually, this is the one that I skipped because this was my, the kids don't play Pokemon anymore. It's not cool.
Am I the only one who knows Gen 5?
I did play this eventually. I got to it eventually, but I'm not super familiar.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, I have never played Gen 5. I came back on board with X and Y, which is 6, correct?
Yes.
Yep. So this is I almost said season 2. Season 2 of Kelsey Doesn't Understand.
It's anime, so it's in parts.
Parts, right. So but this is going to be the second generation that I am not very familiar with.
So already, starting it off, Gen 5 kicks it off weird, because they put the Pixie Pokemon, the Mew, the Celebi, the Jirachi, the Shaman up front.
All of the legendaries of Gen 4, that there were 50.
Yes.
I think a third of that Pokedex was legendaries.
Factual. But this one starts off with our Pixie. It's Victini, the victory Pokemon. So I'll try and explain lore. This Pokemon, it lives in the Statue of Liberty. Because the region is based off of New York. So you go to Liberty Island and you catch it at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty. It loves winning, and it's a happy little fire thing, and I love it. It's sauce.
Weird. It lives in the Statue of Liberty?
It lives in the basement of the Statue of Liberty and in its own little room.
And what? That's so weird. Oof. I don't know, man. This design doesn't do a whole lot for me, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but there are lots of other, cute little mice. It doesn't really strike me as a legendary, to be honest. I guess, though, a lot of the ones in the last one didn't really either.
That's what I like about it, though. It just looks like it wants to be a friend.
I'm not... The ears in the shape of a V thing is weird to me. I'm gonna go basic.
Is V for Victini? Okay, fine. Mason. This is revenge for everything I said about 3rd gen.
Sorry, my headphones just decided to say no thank you, so everything went bad for a second.
Oh no.
Can y'all hear me?
Mason, how do you feel about Victini?
Victini, it exists. I have no real strong opinions. The fact that it's in the basement instead of the torch of the Statue of Liberty kind of annoys me.
Oh, that is a
But I think
misstep.
it's cool. It's neat. I don't get why they put it first. I'll say awesome.
So, I'm not as familiar with this gen, as I've said earlier, but I think I already know exactly why they put this bad boy first. Because it came in first. It's a winner. Victory.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There is a lot about this design that's working for me. I do like the sharp V, angular stuff that's going on. It's Psychic Fire. It actually didn't even look psychic at all to me. I kind of like that too.
It's got a cool type combo.
It do. I don't even know what that ability does. Victory Star boosts the accuracy of all its allies and itself. Yo.
Victory Star.
That means 100% accuracy. Rock slides.
It sounds a Sailor Moon attack.
Yeah,
and that doesn't bump it up for you, Kelsey? Why is that?
It's weird. V ears are weird.
The V is for victory.
Yeah, but if you look at it from the front, it looks like a bug wearing a hat.
And that's not great?
No! Sorry, it's Corey's turn.
isn't good. That being said, I am going to go with the sauce. I do like a lot about this.
Hey, and that'll make sure that Victini gets to at least be awesome. Victini in the awesome. Now we can start talking. We can start talking about these starters. Snivy, starting it off. This is a sassy little snake with DreamWorks face. I like it just fine. It's not my favorite, if I'm being honest. The starters this gen... Actually, no. I dislike one of the starter families. I like Snivy's family. I like Oshawott's family. I think this is an awesome. I like Snivy.
Yeah, I was actually going to go with the sauce because he's a little snivy boy. He's a little snippy boy. I like his little, like, popped collar thing that he's got going around his neck, and I like his, like, three-pronged leafy tail. Yeah, he's pretty cool. It is very funny that he has very distinct arms and legs, and he's like, I'm a snake, but I got feet and hands.
Which he loses later.
It gets really strange. I think this one I'm really showing that I didn't play this game very much because I don't have a hard opinion on this one. I think awesome. I do like its smug demeanor. It mocks me, but in a cool way.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun little snake friend with arms and legs for some reason.
Friend.
Corey?
I think I'm going to go awesome. There is a lot of stuff I like about this. But there's one thing keeping it from the sauce. And that's its feet. They're literally just little swoops.
Tell what?
I like
they're the same shape.
But I like the swoops.
Yeah, it does kind of look like they like cloned the same shape, and they were like, okay, well, there we go.
No.
But awesome still. The rest of it's great.
That'll actually give it the exact same score as Victini in the awesome. Now it's time to talk about Servine, which, it's got middle formitis real hard. It's like taller Snivy.
I think this thing is awesome. I like its little spiky stego tail and back, and it's like its hands and feet got more developed, and I think it looks like a sleek little boy.
I can't agree that its hands got more developed because it lost its arms and now it's just got little fingers.
It's got T-Rex hands.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like that he's wearing like what looks like stiletto boots almost a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, it just lost something for me, and I can't exactly say what, but it lost a little bit of its good factor. So I'm gonna go basic.
It's not as sassy. I think like this Servine like needed to get a job, and like. I don't know. It's just weird. Also, just weird thing to point out, the starters in this gen evolve at level 17 instead of level 16. No real reason.
Well, I think do you think they were just doing like a half and half thing? Well, no, not really, because 17 would be 34. Never mind. Continue.
Corey!
It goes down a bit. I'm going to go... Actually, I think I'm going to go with Chore on this.
Yeah.
And it just... Before it was fine that there was like little feet and hand thingies, but now with the rest of its body looking so, kind of serpenty, the little hands and feet bother me.
Well, that'll put it at a basic Servine. As we move on to Serperior, which I think brings it back. I think this is the only starter that doesn't have arms or legs, and I know that it like loses arms and legs from the first two forms, but it just looks so regal. This snake looks cool. I like it. I think this is a sauce.
I am between awesome and sauce on this one as well. I like that it looks like a snake that like got dropped into a tube sock, and it was like, I'm regal now. This is my regal tube sock. think I'm gonna stick with awesome for this one.
Okay.
You know, one thing I do remember, I never really played these games outside of a randomizer, but one thing I do remember was someone saying that the little leaves on its sides are its arms, and I don't know how much I believe that, but it's got two little things on both sides near where its arms would be, and that makes me very uncomfortable just imagining that it does have... It's a snake with, like, 2 fingers on each side, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Let me check the 3D sprites. No, that is paint in the 3D sprites.
All right.
Like that is scale design.
All right. So that would have ruined it for me because I wouldn't like that. But I think awesome works. I can't complain about this one. I'm usually not a huge fan of the grass type Pokemon, but this one works.
Cool.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it before we started, but 5th gen, I think, brings the heat on grass types. I'm not typically a grass type fan, but you got a lot of good options in this gen.
I'm excited because I am a grass type fan typically. Grass and water and like psychic fairy, like that whole groupo.
Special attackers.
Yeah, I'm very much into that.
Corey, where are you at with Serperior?
Oh, Serperior gets rid of the problematic half feet and hands, and then somehow, or not somehow, it just definitely gets cooler. Awesome.
Awesome. All right, that will put it at awesome for Serperior. Now we start up. Who's ready to go downhill? Because we start off with Tepig, who's a cute little piggy.
All right, you can't. I mean, listen. I'm not saying I disagree, but you're saying
you saw the pig and you had to become Porky.
Oh.
Yes, that's all, folks.
You're setting us up for failure. Anyways, go.
Anyway, I think Tepig's really cute. I think it's awesome. But spoilers, I don't like the rest of this line, and I think it gets worse as it goes. Kelsey.
I was going to say awesome as well. I like that this is a cute little pig wearing a diaper.
Yeah, I enjoy pork chops. I'll give it awesome.
Oh no. Please don't eat him.
I also agree with the awesome.
Aw, yay.
That is a universal awesome, which puts it in Dookie somehow. What? Tepig. No one's feeling tepid on Tepig. Now, you're talking pork chops. Pig Night is the one you want the pork chops from. Because I feel like the next stage is a little too muscular. This one's going to be that nice balance of fat and lean meat.
Please,
but I also think that...
I don't want to talk about eating the Pokemon.
Can I finish? Can I do my part?
Yes.
I want to eat this Pokemon. No. I mostly just want to eat it so I don't have to look at it. I don't like it. I don't like that it's standing on 2 legs now. I don't like that its face shrunk. It doesn't have a snout anymore. Like, it's still got a pig snout, but, like, it doesn't have, like, the cone going out into the snout. It's just, like, stuck in its face. I don't like it. I think it's a chore.
Well, first of all, I don't think eating things that you don't like to look at is a good philosophy to carry through life.
We had shrimp for dinner. What are you talking about?
Generalizing. I am going to say Dookie. I don't like its wrestling onesie at all. And it's a weird shape. It's a bean. And it's
an egg. It's an egg with legs.
Yeah,
I can see it being a bean. You're right. I didn't need to jump in there.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this design. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I liked the Spoink Grumpig line better. So
Same.
I think we did the pig.
Yeah. Mason?
Yeah, I also like the Spoink Grumpig line better, especially because I don't want to eat a psychic type Pokemon, but this one already comes pre-cooked, so it works out. Yeah, this guy's not a friend. I don't like how he's clearly confident in himself and doesn't deserve to be.
I just want like a big red stamp that says "not friend."
Just put it on someone's forehead.
Not friend.
He's not doing anything for me. In fact, he's doing more harm than good. I'm going Dookie.
I don't dislike it quite as much as most. I still am going to go down to a chore with it. It's onesie thing with the weird, I don't know what those are, but they look like they'd almost be made of like brass or gold. Don't care for that. But I mean, it's not terrible.
Also, okay, another issue I have, it's called Pig Night, which, like, I get it, it's a pun off of Ignite and pig. But it also makes me hear the word knight, so I think this should be a knight, like a warrior, and it looks like a wrestler. It doesn't look like a knight.
Or a caveman, sort of. It almost goes back to the Krachna look.
Yeah, it has big Croconaw energy. It's fire-type Croconaw.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that'll put it into Dookie, and I think Emboar gets worse. I think this is a failure. Mostly because it's supposed to be the third form of a starter, and I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. I don't like its weird fire scarf that kind of covers its face a little bit. Again, I don't like that it's bipedal. I want it to be on four legs, like a pig is. It's anthropomorphized, but like in the worst way. Yeah, this is a failure for me. It didn't live up to the final starter form potential.
I am actually this one goes up a little bit for me. I'm gonna do this one as a chore. I mean, it's still in the chore category, but I think it improved for me. I'm seeing a little bit of maybe Pacific Islander vibes, kind of. Maybe that's just me, that I kind of dig. And I don't know. I feel like where the middle form was kind of tiptoeing around a concept that I didn't like. He looked like just like a little bean that was gonna fight. This one does feel like a big fight, but it's still not great for me. Still wouldn't probably choose this starter, so chore.
All right, we got the chore.
Yeah, I do like its origin. It's supposed to be a character from Journey to the West, which they did with the last fire Pokemon, or fire starter, but I still don't like it. And it's just, it doesn't do great, and its arms and elbows just don't work for me. I don't like it, and that's really all I can, like, I'm trying to come up with something better to say than I don't like it, but I just don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, this is another Dookie.
I think it's also worth pointing out, you kind of have to compare it to Blaziken and Infernape, because it is the firefighting final form of a starter. And, like, Infernape is the best of those three for me. And some people really like Blaziken.
I mean, Blaziken's Lady Gaga, so I am a pretty big fan.
But Emboar just, compared to those two, doesn't do it. Corey?
Its beard is made of fire, and it can throw fire punches by putting its hand or its fist to its chin, and it cares deeply about its friends. Awesome.
It cares deeply about its friends.
I respect your courage.
Yes.
I do. That'll actually save it and put it into chore.
Ooh.
Emboar, more like, this Pokemon is a chore. It's in the chore category, and its name is Emboar. Wish there was a way to simplify that. All right, Kelsey, contain yourself. It's Oshawott. It's an otter. It's got a little seashell on its tummy. That's sauce. Come on. I'm not a monster. Kelsey.
Yeah, I like otters a lot. It does have a teeny bit of clown vibes, which is not my, like, favorite, but I still think this is a sauce for me. He's pretty cute. Pretty darn cute. Look at his little nose, his little head points. Sauce.
When I always forget how much I love Oshawott just to look at because it's so cute and it makes me go, oh. Like I have a visceral reaction when I see how cute this Pokemon is. I love it with my heart and my being and my soul. This is a sauce for sure.
Dang, are we gonna get the zesty conversation going this early? Because I agree with the sauce.
Yeah, I mean, real cute.
Look, if we want to have a placeholder for zesty, I think Oshawott is a perfect contender for it.
Me too.
Pretty cute.
He also really cares about workplace safety.
God damn it.
Yeah, thank you. Corey, edit out the time that they didn't laugh.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, I will actually argue that the second stage, Duat, I think is superior. Because he's still cute, but he's a little samurai boy who want to do his best and want to impress. And that's a sauce for me. That's a zesty for me. I think Duat is the peak of this line.
Interesting. Okay. I think it goes down a little bit for me. I think he's still an awesome. I like the otter vibes. But because I'm such an otter fan, I liked that Oshawott had his little clam on his tummy because they use clams on their tummies to like crack.
Duat has clam shin guards. He's got clams
I know,
on
but
both sides.
but you see, it's not on the tummy. It's on his shins.
He got two.
Probably more appropriately on his thighs.
They could call it. You should name him Sam because he has two clams. Okay. Fine.
Awesome. It goes down.
Two clam Sam. Mason.
I get it now. Yeah, I love this Pokemon, but it doesn't like make me have a visceral, like heart-wrenching reaction. I can't give it the sauce as much as I want to give. Well, I guess because it's in zesty. I think, yeah, this is awesome for me. I just had a little moment of clarity, but this is awesome.
It does go a bit down for me from, sauce / zesty. I think I am going to go down to basic. It is fine. It's decent. The color change of like I was digging the clown vibes before, and then they just kind of took that away.
Man, you like clown vibes.
I do. So it go in basic.
Well, that'll balance it out to awesome, which I feel like is a disservice, but I understand. And now we'll talk about Samura, which I think is the worst part of this line, but I still think it's cool. I think it's an awesome. Like, it goes quadrupedal, even though the first two were bipedal. Just like, where you decide how many feet your thing stands on. Anyway, I like the horn. I like that its horn is a sword because it's a samurai otter. I like that it's got cool battle armor. I kind of wish it wasn't pure water type. Like, I wish it had like rock type or fighting type or just something.
Steel? Like if it's wearing armor, like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to take advantage of that armor, like steel. Yeah. So I think there's potential for it to be improved upon, but I still think it's awesome. So awesome.
I think I'm gonna go awesome. I would be tempted to do sauce, but I'm not a huge fan of its feet. Always the feet.
Toe watch.
Toe watch. It looks like it kind of has like a cloven hoof and then a dew claw kind of thing going. And I'm not really a fan of that. But I like that it's like what if an otter seal was also a unicorn? That'd be pretty cool. And then they made that. So I'm going to go awesome.
One thing that I think the extra like thumb part is like, because you can see like the shells on its hands or its arms up front. They've got like a little spike, and that's supposed to be a sword that it like takes out. So those things are thumbs that it pulls out, which I think is just dope. I think that's a cool design.
Does it stand up?
It doesn't. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
like if he could like stand up and do
fight
like the
sword.
full-on samurai sword, like holding it 2 hands at its chest, like this would be a zesty Pokemon. It would.
yeah, it can't get all the way up there for me. I'm gonna keep it at awesome myself.
I apologize, but Dookie.
Not a fan.
Yeah, it's not doing anything for me really. I mean, I guess the kind of widespread mustache whisker thing's cool, but otherwise, it going down onto all fours bothers me. It's even further from a clown. You know,
The gradual evolution from clown has left Corey.
and also the hat sword thing, like, you know, if it's training to be a warrior, couldn't it have something to, like, I don't know, hold and not wear on its head?
Not if it's a unicorn warrior.
Yeah.
That'll bring Samurott down to basic. As we move on to the Tweakers. It's Patrat.
Oshawott is kind of our front runner for Zesty at the moment.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And now
Do you think Patrat needs to be in that conversation? Because
No,
Patrat to me
no.
is Pidove that like did cocaine, which like I think is hilarious that they put that in the game. So I'll give it a basic, but it's Trash Rat. Kelsey.
It's really funny. You were like, "Oh, it looks like someone who did cocaine." I was like, "I'm pretty sure this is what I looked like in college, just like angry, red eyes, no sleep. Oh my god!" And I don't know. It's kind of fun. The bottle brush tail thing going on is kind of funky. I'll just do basic.
So it's funny that you say that it looks like it did cocaine, because it totally does. But I think in the lore, this Pokemon's a total narc. Like it's looking for people who are doing crimes effectively.
Oh
yeah.
I think that's what it is. Again, this is my area of no expertise, but I think that I remember reading that. And you know, I can't support that. Let people do their thing unless it's, you know, harmful.
Narc.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is Patrat, the narc Pokemon. It's actually the scout Pokemon, but
it's scouting out for people to narc on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go Chore.
Corey, this is a normal type that might get some bad reviews. How are you feeling?
Before I give my judgment, I have to ask, can we confirm whether or not that is a buck, like a sharp buck tooth, or 2 teeth?
I think it's one singular tooth.
I think it's a tooth, yeah.
A tooth.
Okay. Well, then that'll keep it from basic and put it in Chore.
Okay. You needed 2 teeth.
If it were 2 teeth, that would bring it up for you.
Yeah, or at least like if it's gonna be 1 tooth, not sharp like that.
All right. So
no
Corey's
sharp tooth.
Got a teeth thing.
Well, that'll put it down into Chore. As we move on to Watchog, the Pokemon that says, "Yes, I did drugs too, but I'm mad at you for doing them."
Oh my god.
Like its eyes are saying, "Yeah, no, I did the drugs," but its look is saying, "I'm disappointed in you," which is the worst. So Dookie, I like that it's a squirrel. I like its little crossed arms, even though I don't like it.
The crossed arms are very good.
For me, it's not a total failure. Like, it's a Trash Rat. It does what it does. We're about to see why that, like, there's something better in this generation if you're looking for, like, normal type you can get really fast.
Okay.
Watchog is Dookie.
Because isn't this the gen that you said, Phil, everything evolves super late, or was that 4?
This is the one where everything evolves stupid late. So this evolves at level 20.
Yeah, I was going to say, this one's not so bad then. Okay, so you said Dookie?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, the first one kind of looks like how I looked in college. This one also looks like how I looked in college, and it's even my college colors are gold and maroon. So this is just Kelsey in college, the Pokemon. I'm
Gold
gonna give
Cabbers.
it Gold Cabbers. I'm gonna give it a chore.
Yeah, I don't like this Pokemon. I think the best part of it is that it's wearing a safety vest, but that's as good as it gets. I guess this one's not violating any OSHA violations.
Oshawott can keep it, can let it slide.
Honestly, failure. I don't like it.
Okay.
It disapproves of your
Corey, how you
failure.
feeling?
I mean, initially looking at it, it kind of stays at a chore for me. But reading that dex entry and seeing that, like, I from what it sounds like, that those yellow parts illuminate during the night.
It's a meerkat. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
The fact that those yellow parts, like, illuminate at the night, it brings it up to a B for me.
Okay.
Kind of like it's like bike, like it's safety tape.
Well, and if you look at the shiny form, I feel like that's what the shiny form is.
It's
Yeah,
very
it gets all
neon
glowing.
green.
That'll
Evolutionarily, I don't know how glowing at night would be an advantage.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You
that's
don't get
cute.
hit by cars.
Yeah, you don't get hit by cars. Also, I think that shiny Watchog is just on their way to a rave. I think that's Rave Watchog.
Oh my god, Watchog is Dean Pelton, the Pokemon. It runs raves at night to keep the school afloat. That'll actually still put it in Dookie, just because it got dunked on pretty hard. While we move on to Lillipup, the most precious little boy. This is a sauce. Look at it.
Ooh, I know.
Look at how tiny its mouth is, just going, ooh. Sauce.
Yeah, this is definitely a sauce for me. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, or as Phil would say, I'm not a monster. Sauce.
Yeah. This is also, so like I said, like there's something else you can get that's like normal type and evolves fast. This is on Route 1. Right next to the Patrat and Watchog. You could just get this. And
Yeah,
it's
I also-
better in every way.
Just really like its name. Like Lillipup is such a cute little name, at least in obviously that's its English name, but it's just like a cute little fun name to say.
Yeah, let's not pretend that the Japanese name is any good. It's Yuteri.
I think
Your
your
Terry.
Terry.
Your Terry.
Yuteri? No, it's
Like
YOO.
No, it's
YOR.
R on Bulbapedia, but Bulbapedia's been wrong before.
Oh, yep. You know what? Nope. In Gen 5 on Cerebi, it's listed as YOO, but then you go to Gen 6 and it's YOR. So, okay. So I guess it is your Terry.
Your Terry. Like a Yorkshire
Anyway.
Terrier.
Mason, sorry.
All good. You know, I love it. It's so innocent with the little mouth going, ooh. And I love that so much. I'm a pretty big fan of Yorkies. I think they're the one small dog that I can like get along with personally. I love him. He's a friend. I'm going sauce.
Need a blue stamp that says friend, and then a red stamp that says not friend.
And then a gray one that says acquaintance.
Corey?
For me, I'm gonna go. I'm between awesome and sauce, and the only thing that's keeping me from sauce is I have something about like the whole face being a thing of like fur, but it's not the same fur as the rest. I don't know. Just to me, I'm looking at someone whose beard is growing literally all over their face.
Well, if you don't like that now,
It's a dog.
it's not going to
It's a
get
dog.
better.
But yeah, I go awesome.
Awesome.
No, so we've confirmed Corey is a monster.
I want to say, apparently in the lore, the facial fur can be used as radar, so it's a little like satellite dish.
Oh my gosh.
That'll still put Lillipup up into Souse. As we move on to Herdier, who I think is also a good boy and deserves the sauce. Look at this boy. Look at his Commissioner Gordon mustache. He gonna light the bat signal. He gonna have a daughter he trained to be Batgirl. Like, he's got business. This is a business dog for a business boy. And it deserves all of the sauce. Kelsey.
Are you a business boy, Phil?
Yes.
It is a loyal dog Pokemon. I think I'm gonna give this one an awesome. I like him a lot, I do, but I remember when Lillipup evolved, I was like, oh, I kind of miss Lillipup, but I still really like this one. Yeah, I think the third tine on the hair on top of the head, like, I kind of wish that wasn't there, so it was just like angry mustache, angry eyebrows. But that's okay. He's still awesome. He's still
so it
awesome
looks like his
Puppo.
facial hair is trying to eat his face.
Yes. Like Lillipup was losing the battle to his facial hair, and this one has advanced a little bit, but it still is at risk.
Mason?
Get ready to see the next one, because that's gonna tell you more about that little story you just made. I love this Pokemon a lot. It doesn't have the cuteness, but it has, like, just such a good vibe. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so... It looks like it's got something to do, and I respect that. It knows what it needs to be doing.
It's a business dog for a business boy.
Yeah, I like its little, like, coat it's got. I think that's cute.
Yeah.
It's just good and a friend, but a friend that'll call you out on your bullshit. I love him. Awesome.
Corey.
So I actually like this better than Lillipup. I'm going sauce.
Yeah. I mean, that will balance it out to awesome, but go on.
Is good.
And now we have the moment you've all been waiting for. Stoutland, that's right. It's 3 Pokemon in the same evolutionary line that I'm giving a sauce to each of them, because each of them I feel like brings their own unique thing to this table. This one's a big old floofy dog. Like, they're just all, like, the goodest kind of dogs. There's, like, the little baby puppy, and then there's, like, the small but feisty one, and then there's the big old floofer. And it's, like, 10 out of 10. This is the big-hearted Pokemon. It rescues people stranded by blizzards. In mountains, its shaggy fur shields things from the cold. Look at this boy. He is a sauce boy. Kelsey?
I'm going to give him an awesome. I really like him a lot. He's very cute. I never got back to the absolute joy that Lillipup brought me in this line. I still really like this boy. I like that he rescues people, and he's got a little bit more of a Saint Bernard vibe to him. And, like, if a Yorkshire Terrier was the size of a Saint Bernard, except for actually these are, no, like 4 feet tall is big for a dog. That's a big dog. And you ride on one in Sun and Moon. So, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I love him so much. He is a good dog, and I think he's pretty good for, like, an early normal type Pokemon that you can get so quick.
He really is. His worst stat is his special attack, but he's got very good physical attack. So, like, all of his other stats are pretty good, at least. He's a really good Pokemon to have.
And I like that he's the big-hearted Pokemon, and I feel like that just, like, it makes me feel good to know that this Pokemon is, like, good in every way. And its Japanese name is apparently Mooland, which I love so much. Nothing about this Pokemon disappoints. Its mustache is so strong. That's a sauce for me.
Yeah. Corey.
For me, it takes a step down from Herdier, but I'm still going awesome.
And that'll put it at an awesome for Stoutland. Now, don't worry, folks. There are Pokemon in this generation I don't like. Purrloin isn't really one of them. I think Purrloin's cute.
We did the firefighting pig.
We did. But Purrloin's cute. Purrloin's fine. It's a little dark mouth, or it's a little dark cat. I feel like if dark type existed in Gen 1, this is what Meowth would have been, which, I mean, kind of gets confirmed when they gave Meowth a dark type Alolan form later. But, like, this feels like what they were aiming for with Meowth, but I don't like... What was that? Someone just, like, slurp something really loud or, like, unfold a bunch of paper?
Weren't me.
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was listening patiently.
Anyway, Purrloin, it's fine. Basic.
Basic?
Yeah.
Kitty. I'm gonna give it an awesome. I like its head shape. I like its sassy eyeshadow. I like it. Awesome.
I will point out it stands up bipedally in Gen 8, which was a huge mistake. And Gen 7, it looks like. And Gen 6. Wait, is Gen 5 the only one where it sits on all fours?
Yeah, this is what I was going to bring up. This is the reason I'm not a fan. It stands up, and that's a problem. It needs to sit down and be a cat and not a weird little human thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Dookie, actually. Now that I see that it stands up. It literally goes down.
Have a problem with Meowth?
It doesn't look like it should stand up, though. Like, Meowth looks like it should stand up, and Purrloin doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a problem for me.
Yeah.
I'm also going Dookie because of that standing. If it was standing the entire time, it would have been a failure, but they have their grace of sitting down once.
Yeah. Because I don't... It's so hard to determine, like, what gen are you reviewing it for? You know? Because, like, Gen 5, I totally think, yeah, like, that's just that's a basic. It's a pretty good cat. 6 through 8, though, it just... No, though.
But it kind of looks like it's wearing a little dress and gloves, which is cute.
It doesn't look like it's wearing...
down.
It looks like it's wearing like a 30s bathing suit.
Which
it doesn't
so
look
cute.
like a dress. No.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those bathing suits that they like intentionally made like rounder near the thighs, like not even around the waist, so that it like spreads. It's no. Corey, what do you think? Oh, sorry, Mason, where were you? Dookie or failure?
Dookie.
Corey.
Yeah. Well, about the whole feet thing, because like I'm on just I guess Pokemon.com/Pokedex or whatever, and like they show all the Pokemon cards, and there is like only one where it's sitting down like it is in Gen 5 here. The rest of them, they are all in these fun, exciting, I'm stealing stuff or hanging out in the city poses. I don't know if the feet bother me after kind of getting to see it in action a little bit.
It's a little friend.
I'll go basic.
Which will put it at, drumroll please, don't actually, I bet it would sound terrible on our microphones. Chore. Purrloin. Liepard.
I like the pun of its name too. Okay, Liepard.
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 Liepard. Oh yeah, because it's the cruel Pokemon. It's here to lie to you. This is a good cat. Awesome. It's I'm like between basic and awesome. It's not bipedal later. It knows it's a cat. It knows that cat is not a dog. This is a jellicle cat. This cat knows how to go to the heavy side layer. So I'll say awesome.
I'm gonna say awesome as well. I like this cat too. I liked Purrloin and I like Liepard. I like that it's kind of got the pattern on it is kind of like an 80s vintage sweater thing happening. I'm a fan of the triangles. Yeah, I like this thing.
Yeah, I cannot complain. It's no longer standing on its hind feet. It's got like a cool little mask thing going on. I enjoy it. It's not a friend, but like a cool arch nemesis in like the best way possible. I'm going awesome.
Corey.
I was originally thinking Chore, but because I can clearly see this being Waluigi's Pokemon of choice,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna bump that up to at least a basic.
You always have to ask yourself, would Waluigi use this Pokemon exclusively?
Liepard, because of Waluigi, gets to be in the awesome category. As we move on to, hey, let's talk about, I kind of wanted to talk about all the elemental monkeys, like, as a group, because Pansage, Panpour, and
I don't have an issue with that because I would kind of give them, like, I don't know.
I would give, like, the same scores to their evolutions as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think the base forms are pretty cute.
Yeah.
And I'd say basic for the main, or for the first forms, and then Dookie for the second forms, because none of the second forms look good to me. Kelsey, where you at? Actually, you know what? Let's do them all at once, or let's not do them all at once, because they're Pokemon and they should get respect. We should treat them all like they're real Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just make it pretty quick though. Simisage is fine. He's a cute monkey. He got broccoli on his head. I'll say it's basic.
I think Simisage is awesome. He's a little broccoli boy.
We're talking about Semisage or Pansage right now?
Pansage, sorry.
Yeah, Pansage, sorry.
Yeah, he got the broccoli, and I can respect that. He's eating
He
healthy.
got the broccoli.
I'll give him a basic.
Corey?
Sure.
Care to elaborate?
It's not impacting me a whole lot. I think the broccoli on its head is a little awkward, but otherwise, just kind of as this monkey-esque design, it's not a bad design.
Is broccoli not in and of itself awkward, though?
I feel like we were reviewing broccoli more than we were reviewing Pokemon. It was more just like, how do you all feel about broccoli?
Yeah, do you guys like broccoli?
Simisage, boy, this is an ugly Pokemon. That's a dookie for me. Actually, that's a failure for me. Ew. Kelsey?
This is my favorite of the three evolutions.
Really?
Yes, because it looks like the there's usually a character in an anime. I'm thinking of the guy from Yu Yu Hakusho, but I can't remember his name. That has like the
Kuwabara?
Yeah, that has like the pompadour and stuff. This guy's got a pompadour type, like, big spike, and he's just goofy looking, but I like it. He's gonna be a basic for me. I like him.
For me, like, I feel like the elemental monkey evolutions remind me of the anime time jump that, like, I don't like. And I'm like, oh, I don't like how these characters look now. Oh no. But Mason, maybe you feel differently.
I love this boy. Semisage is the best of the semis.
His broccoli has evolved into a cypress tree.
It's the best pompadour. The thumbs up is so cool. I just love how this Pokemon's
Oh,
like,
okay. You know
good
what?
job.
I did not see the thumbs up.
It
It goes to Dookie. Go on.
it's just so cool. And generally, like, the rest of these guys are kind of trash. I like that they're based on the see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil monkeys. And this guy is the speak no evil because he's gesturing. He's going, thumbs up, good for you, instead of saying stuff. And I like that. Big ol' sauce.
Sauce! Oh my! I'm glad we decided to talk this out, Corey.
Yeah, I'm also glad we decided to talk this out because I'm bordering sauce as well, but I think I go awesome. I
so
love
cool.
his pose is so like he shows up to the street fight and he's like, it's okay guys.
Yeah,
I'm
he's in the
here
street
now.
fight. And
He's the Uncle
But he's got
Jesse
like a
of
positive
Pokemon.
energy. He's there for his homies. He's in everyone's corner.
I am so glad we decided to talk it out. Pansear, this Pokemon has poop on its head.
Wait, what did Simisage ultimately get?
Simisage ended up in basic because I had to be the voice of reason and drag it down myself.
It's all right. I had to do that with Hippowdon. I feel your pain.
I had to do that, but the reverse for Persian.
Speaking of crappy
you go.
opinions, Pansear has crap on its head. Otherwise, I like it looks like a little like coy, like it's like I'm sorry, like it looks like it's sorry for something, but like in a cute way. I think this is basic. It's fine. Kelsey.
I think this is awesome. I like his little whipped cream dollop or Dairy Queen dollop. We've returned to the ice cream head. Awesome.
Or poop. It looks like the poop emoji, but go off, queen.
Ice cream.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally, I like the pans more than the semis. This guy's good. He's not great, but he's good. I like how he's like, what you say? He's got a little question in what he's hearing, and I like that. And the ice cream head is good, but besides that, I can't go anywhere else. I'm gonna go basic.
Got it.
Corey.
I'm unsure with it. Similar to Pansage, just because it does kind of have that general same monkey vibe, but it's just the top of its head gets replaced, and that doesn't sway me really any differently than the broccoli, so sure.
Do these have really bad stats?
No, their evolutions have pretty good stats.
Okay.
You get one based off of what starter you picked. So if you pick the grass starter, you get the water one to deal with fire types. If you pick the grass one, you get it basically it's whichever one will help you with your weaknesses.
Right.
Moving on to Simisear, I think this is the worst one. This is a dookie for me. Or this is a failure for me.
I think it's a dookie for me. I do like its majestic tail. It seems a little out of place with the rest of the design, but yeah, I'll do dookie.
I was gonna say Dookie, but then I read its Japanese name, which is okay, and I like that.
It's probably exactly how you say it.
So
too.
that brings it up to chore?
Yeah, that brings it to chore for Baoki.
Boki. Bokeh. Corey.
I agree with the fail. This design, it feels like they're trying to go for some things and they weren't quite sure where they wanted to end up. Even his poses, I don't know what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're like, all right, time to take your photo for the Pokedex. Get in your pose. He's like, what pose? What pose?
Yeah.
It's like, you were supposed to come up with a pose, dude.
Dude.
Panpour, that'll put Simisear into Dookie. Panpour is actually my favorite of the little baby monkeys. I think this one's awesome.
I still like this one, but it's my least favorite of the monkeys.
Chaos. These are like the same Pokemon 6 times, and we all have such differing opinions about them.
It's great. I like that it's got like a little whale spout on its head. I think this is a basic for me. I like that we started this off like, I'd probably give them all the same thing. Nope.
No. Nope. Mason, what's up?
Yeah, I can't say much about this one. It's basic, it's water, it's good, but it's not that good.
Corey?
And then once again, for the other pans, I agree with the chore in that It's very similar design. The only thing that changes is kind of the top, except for that is also broccoli shaped, but it's sure, it doesn't sway me.
Fair.
That'll put Panpour into basic. As we move on to Simipour, which I know I'm going to say is my favorite, but I know y'all are going to be like, no, it's bad. I like that it has long hair. I think this one is awesome.
I like the Surfer Bro. I like it a lot better than the Fire one. I'm going to give this one a basic as well.
Mason.
My only qualm with this Pokemon is that I wish its dress was just a little bit longer, because it just like has a little bit of implication that I wish it like did not create that vision.
I could see that.
But yeah, I can't hate it as much as I disliked the other one, the Fire one. I couldn't even remember what type it is. That's how little respect I give it. I'm gonna go basic.
Corey.
Dookie. What am I looking at?
Looking at
It's a Surfer Bro.
Oh.
Oh, I always read it as like a friendly lady.
Well,
Yeah, it's not working all that. I mean, I do like it better than the Fire. I agree with that much, but I don't. It don't make. I'm not vibing it.
So,
vibing.
I mean, all 6 of them did end up in basic, except for Simisear, which went to Dookie, which was really the only one I was passionate about not being high, because that thing is ugly. Things that aren't ugly. Munna is cute. It's a little weird space pig that has flower bloomers on, I guess. I think it's basic. I feel like they were like, okay, so you got Drowsy, but what if Drowsy was cute?
What if it was a girl Drowsy or something, like, even though it's 50-50 for both, I think. But, like, weird. Have I seen this thing before? I think I've seen its evolved form. I haven't clicked forward yet, but I would give this a basic. I'm not 100% sure. The flowers are odd to me. An odd choice on the psychic Pokemon. Basic.
So I'm pretty sure the reason for the flowers is in the first game, there's a NPC was like, boy howdy, do wish there was a Pokemon that was pink and had purple flowers, so they made this.
Oh.
And I like that.
It's like they were like, those are the 2 prerequisites. What if we didn't do anything else? And it was just a shape.
And
yeah, Kelsey, if you want a bean-shaped Pokemon,
get ready. I think it's supposed to be based on like a diffuser or whatever, one of those things people put on when they sleep.
Diffuser
Because
Pokemon.
it puts out like dream mist that helps you dream or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like its fun little existence. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, its Dex is talking about like eating people's nightmares, so I guess it's like trying to take away their nightmares so that they don't have them, which is pretty cool. Phil, I must ask, can this thing naturally learn Rest and then Dream Eater?
Can it learn Rest and Dream Eater? No, it can learn Hypnosis and Dream Eater.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it can also learn Nightmare. It can learn like all of the like Betty time moves.
Okay, then I'm very into this aesthetic. I'll give it an awesome.
Perfect. That'll put it at basic. For Munna, I like to sing about the spring and the sun and the Munna. I like to sing. It's Musharna is the next Pokemon. This is bigger, but also snoring. And, yeah. Basic still. It doesn't really change for me. It just curls up. It gets like a little bit of purple, so it kind of looks like it's wearing PJs. I'm saying that out loud. It's awesome. I was wrong. It's wearing PJs. Kelsey?
Okay, so I was thinking that the previous Pokemon that Munna evolved into something else. This was not what I was anticipating. it makes me weirdly uncomfortable. I think it's because it feels like its head is leaking. And I don't like that. I get that it's supposed to expel a mist, but it's also very smooth. I think I'm gonna do a chore. I'm just not vibing this.
I love Musharna. It's just it's a sleepy little boy or girl. It's just so calm and relaxing. It is ASMR the Pokemon, and I am a big fan.
That's why
gonna
I don't
be a
like
sauce.
Yeah, its classification is the good Crinkles Pokemon.
The good Crinkles Pokemon. Yeah, that's why I don't like it, because I can't relax. And I'm like, no, take it away.
Phil, when are you starting an ASMR channel?
Someday. I don't know, like Binging with Babish started a channel where he just like reads royalty-free books, and I've thought about doing that because, I mean, they'd be long as so. Anyway, sorry, swearing and irrelevant. Corey, what do you think of Musharna?
It carries that same aesthetic. It's kind of this Dream Eater taper looking thing. It can, it still has the same moves. I keep it at awesome.
Awesome. Well, that'll put it at an awesome for Musharna. A little upgrade. Musharna. Nope, not Shusharna.
Is 3 awesomes and a chore equals an awesome?
It was
a sauce as well.
Oh, there was a sauce.
Yeah,
That's
there was
why.
a sauce
Okay.
in there from.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Pidove, this is a bird. I don't want to talk about it a lot because it's a bird. Chore. Dookie.
Yeah, I would go chore. It just looks like a bird to me, so that lands it just in the middle. It's a tiny pigeon.
It's a garbage. It's one of the garbage birds. It's
I
this
like
generation's.
that it's got a heart on its chest. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, this is it's a bird, but it's a pigeon, and I don't want to incite the wrath of Mike Tyson, so I'm gonna have to go basic at the lowest.
That's fair. He's a big Tulok and Mango fan. What if he is? What if he comments and he's like, "I love your videos."
Also, I'm Mike
thanks for the
Tyson.
shout out. Also, I am Mike Tyson. I was a boxer. I'd be like, "Yeah, Mike, we know."
Everyone, check the comments now. See if he's there.
See, get to those comments. See if Mike.
Check for Mike Tyson.
And if you're not Mike Tyson, please don't comment. We're gonna try and sort through these.
We just don't want to bury. We don't want to bury Mike Tyson's comment.
It'd be good for the algorithm for you to comment. It would help the video get seen. But I think
Comment
Corey, you
where
and I
you
both
think Mike Tyson is.
Corey, you and I both agree that Mike Tyson is more important than the channel being successful, right?
Yeah.
Can you tag people in Twitter?
Corey,
Can we tag Mike Tyson?
Corey, do we agree about Pidove though?
I won't give it as low because you went Dookie, right?
I did.
Yeah, I won't give it as low of marks, but I'm still going chore.
Sure, and that'll put it at a solid chore for Pidove. As we move on to Tranquill, this is also a bird. Dookie.
Yeah, this doesn't really do anything for me. Although I'm very intrigued by the fact that its shiny form is just brilliant green. Like, why? But, yeah, I would agree with Dookie. I don't know. I have a special place in my heart for the Pidgeotos, and stuff. They have a special place in my heart, but there were some cool designs with the hair elements, and this, it's not a bad design, but it just doesn't do anything for me, so chore.
It felt like they knew they needed the bird.
Yeah.
So they were like, make a bird, I guess. I don't know.
It's bird.
Mason.
Yeah, I got nothing for this one. It's chore for me at best.
Corey.
Yeah, it kind of just stays a chore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll put it down at Dookie. For Tranquill. Now we go to Unfezant, which for some reason has gendered sprites. And I think the male sprite, I like its mask. Its normal sprite doesn't have the mask and is just a turkey.
No, it's a pheasant.
It's a pheasant. Okay. Gonna bust chops. What's going on? Why, Kelsey?
What's up?
I trusted you with my chops.
I'm sorry.
Why do you need to bust them? Dookie, again, I hate this whole line. It's never been the flying type I use. Kelsey?
This goes way up for me. I like these. These are cool. I don't know if it's because my dad hunts pheasant, so I'm just like, oh, a pheasant. Which, like, you know, sad day for the pheasants when my dad comes around. But like, these are like, I think they're kind of cool. I like the girl version and I like the boy version, and I think this one gets at least a basic from me. I'm gonna go awesome. Actually, I like this thing.
Mason?
I cannot disagree more. I don't like this guy. It just felt like so wrong. I can't like describe it besides wrong. The mask is like the closest thing to a cool element, but I don't think it works. I don't like the tendrils because I'm imagining them like being like mobile and moving, and I don't like that. I just, this is the Pokemon embodiment of sin, I think.
Oh my god.
And that's a problem,
Drama.
That said, basic.
Yeah.
That said basic.
I'm going failure. I don't like it.
Corey, we've been all over the map. How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, I the design it's something. Yeah, I think it's a little weird that like they give the male the mask and then the female form just doesn't get any kind of flair.
So many. That's how birds are.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
is how birds
do.
be.
Okay. Well, I'm not too knowledgeable on the birds, but I will say one thing I don't like. I'm reading these dex entries. Males, they will never let themselves feel close to anyone other than their trainers. Sure, that's loyal, but like, so you're not going to be friendly with anyone else. I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Well, that certainly was a journey, wasn't it?
Wow.
All to end up in shore.
I think it's pretty cool.
For
the same color as mallard ducks, and it also is a pheasant. That's pretty cool.
It's the same color as a animal that exists in real life. Boy, they really nailed it there.
You can't. Oh, you know what? We're gonna move on.
Up next, it's Blitzle. This is a Pokemon that I really like. I think it's awesome. I like that it's an electric horse. It reminds me of Ixion from Final Fantasy X, and its evolution does even more. I'm calling it awesome because I want to have room to go up for the next Pokemon. Kelsey?
I'm going to call it an awesome as well because it's an electric zebra as opposed to a horse.
Zebras are a type of horse,
No,
are they
they're
not?
I mean, they're in the same family, but it's different.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Wait, am I the jerk here?
Zebras, horses. Yes, a zebra is a species of wild horse. According to Google.
What?
Deal with it.
According to
Deal
Google,
with it.
I don't believe that. They have a completely different shaped tail. It's got a tuft. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
There are some dogs that don't have tails, Kelsey.
Yeah,
and they're
but-
still dogs.
Well, it's in the same family. I know
Their
that they're
tails
all
are different.
equine. Listen,
Kelsey, how do you feel? You said you feel awesome
I
about
think
Blitzle.
it's awesome, and I don't have anything else to say because I was too busy fighting with you.
We'll fight after this.
Okay.
We'll get the boxing gloves out. Awesome and awesome. Mason, how do you feel?
I love him. He's cool. He's a friend. I like his Japanese name being Shimama, which I just love. I think this is a cool way to take a zebra. Although I remember hating fighting it in this game because the gym leader had it and it made it really tough. But it good. I like it. Awesome.
Corey.
I'm gonna. I'm in between basic and awesome. I think I'm just going to agree with awesome.
Well, that's a resounding awesome for Blitzle. As we move on to Zebstrika, which I think is just honestly a better looking version of Blitzle. I think this is sousy. Kelsey.
I think this one stays at awesome for me. I like it. But I don't. There's just like a piece, I guess, that would push it into the next. I'm wondering if it's the 2 prongs on top of the head. But I'm gonna stick with awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm also going with awesome. This is the one that the gym leader had, not the baby boy. But it's cool. It's really cool. I think the one issue with it is it doesn't get it's a physical electric type, and there's not a lot of physical electric type moves, which is a problem.
Good point. Yeah.
But it's still really cool. Design-wise, I love him.
And it still gave you a hard time, apparently.
Well, yeah, because it didn't use electric moves.
Oh.
Yeah, it learns Flame Charge. It's just got this weird coverage move on it that also makes it hella fast.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with awesome.
Corey.
I think I am going to keep mine at awesome as well. Like, I mean, it clearly is an evolution where it gains more, I guess emphasis on its unique features, but I don't know. It's just still awesome.
And that'll put it comfortably into awesome. As we move on to Rogenrolla, what I think this is like the Geodude equivalent of this generation. Because for those who don't know, the original Black and White, you could not catch any Pokemon from before Gen 5 until you hit post-game. So, like, they basically, like, there's 150 Pokemon. It's basically like, hey, we are starting fresh. And it's something I liked about the generation is that they were like, we're not relying on any old Pokemon. However, it doesn't have eyes or is the hole in Rogenrolla a mouth, or is it an eye? Is it an ear? Is it all of them? Is it also its butt? I don't like it. Failure. Gross. Ew. I don't like it.
Well, its Dex entry answers that question for you. It's its ear, and
it's an ear.
If you stick your hand deep enough into that ear, you'll get to its energy core.
Its energy. What is this? They say Geodude eat rocks. I don't want to be a Gen 1er or whatever, but they're like, Geodude, like, eat rock. He rock and he eat rock. He don't eat other Geodude, but he eat rock. And this one, they're like, oh, it's got one ear and an energy core, I guess. No. Failure. Kelsey, how do you feel?
This is a weird thing. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I like it, like, as far as I like its little feet, I like that it's just a little, it's Kirby shaped. That being said, I also never saw that front thing as an ear. I also kind of like that it looks like a stalagmite, never get those straight, fell down and just like stuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dookie.
Mason.
So, first of all, I'm pretty sure stalactites are on the ceiling, just so you have that information, because they have to hold on tight to the ceiling.
Oh.
Tight for top.
Yeah. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Rogenrolla. And I not a huge fan. I think the energy core is like a reference to it being like a geode, so it's got crystals on the inside, and if you ask my brother, crystals have magic healing energy or whatever, so if you trust my brother, that's what that means. I don't. I do like that he's got a handle to hold on to at the top of his head. They can just pick him up by. But otherwise, not much going for me. I'm going to go Chore.
Corey.
So this is a Pokemon I was familiar with before this recording.
There's quite a few of them in Sword and Shield.
Yes. At least I think I remember seeing them.
Yeah. They are.
Because you guys, I don't think you guys had one, but when you played through, I remember seeing them in your guys' playthrough.
We might have. We would have put it in the PC if I was on the sticks.
With the name like Rogenrolla and with how it looks, when I first saw this, I was hoping it was going to turn into like a rock subwoofer system.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
And then we could have gotten some more rock and roll theme to the aesthetic. We don't get that.
Mm-mm.
It's a false promise.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know, I don't want to hold it against the later forms, but I don't want to hold it against this one either. I don't know where to place the blame. I'm just going to go with a basic on this.
All right, and that'll put Rogenrolla at a dookie, which is great because I actually I'm glad we have room to move down, because Boldor is the worst of these. We're on feet watch. I hate its feet. The hexagon on the Rogenrolla was ears. So does that mean it has 2 ears coming out of the front and those aren't eyes? And are those teeth? No, they're just more rocks. It's got an orange crystals and it's all about crystals inside it. Then why does it have a face? If it doesn't eat. And Geodude, as I will remind everyone, he eat rock. Boldor is, I wish we had a zesty category for failure. Because
Wow.
I don't like it. Failure.
I feel like I distinctly remember not liking the way this thing moved either in the games. Like, I feel like it kind of like shudders and then like slams down, and then it like shudders and then slams down. And I remember thinking it was kind of creepy looking. Yeah, those are ears then, huh, on the front. Weird. What a strange concept. That being said, I think it's hard to be a middle form. I just think that's a rough spot to be in. I'll give it a dookie and not a complete failure because, well, you know what though? They could have just evolved this into the next form and just skipped this, and the definition of failure is, you know what? I'm gonna give him a fail. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, so my one thought on this Pokemon is it's like a rock and a crab mixed together. And when I ranked Krabby, I based it on how good of a crab it would be to eat. And I'm not a Geodude, so I don't want to eat rock.
Wait, do Geodudes eat rocks?
I've heard.
Okay.
I'm going failure because it'd be such a bad crab to eat because it would break your teeth.
Corey.
So, Geodude eat rock.
Yes. Geodude do eat rock.
What is stopping Geodude from eating other Geodudes and or this thing?
I think it wouldn't eat itself out of cannibalism, but it would definitely eat this thing. Which is probably why there are no Geodudes in the region. Because they'd be a very invasive species and they would, like, completely destroy the Boldor population.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see what those power crystals do for a Geodude, though.
I think that's how we got the Alolan form.
It's because Geodude ate Boldor.
This is our rich fiction.
You are what you eat.
Yes.
That's
That's why Geodude rock.
That's why Geodude rock.
I mean, it is a step down for me, but that's going from basic to chore.
So that'll put it at our first failure of the gen, Boldor. Sound the alarms. Gigalith goes up for me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up. Wait, really? There was like even a chore doesn't save it?
No, because it was 3 failures in a chore, so it was 5.5, which we would round down to a failure.
Dang.
But Gigalith, Pokemon Dex entry 526, goes up a little bit. It's not great. It's still dookie. It's just a pile of rocks. But it looks like a thing, I guess. I don't Kelsey?
I love the concept of Pokemon, and this thing apparently can blow away a mountain. And just the idea of like these creatures that 10-year-olds have can also do very extreme terraforming very quickly. But I don't like this thing. It's weird stompy boy. Never has been really appealing for me. I'm gonna go Dookie as well.
I kind of like this guy, just a little bit. I can't say much. I like how he looks angry, even though, again, those are ears, so that's not like an expression. That's just the way his ears are. It's kind of cool, though. I'm going to go Chore.
Sure. And Corey.
I'm gonna go awesome with this, actually.
Okay.
This thing is cool. I am digging that crystal geostone, however you wanna like that vibe, and it just took time to develop, but now that it's here, cool.
All right. Well, that'll put it comfortably into Chore for Gigalith. Woobat here. This is a bat with no eyes and a heart-shaped nose. I feel like this bat would be better if it had eyes. But because it doesn't, I'm going to put it in Chore.
But it's a bat. Bats can't see very well.
Bats still have eyes.
Yeah, but they can't see very well.
They still have eyes. Kelsey, you want to save it? You want to give it some points?
I think it's a little bow with wings. I think it's pretty cute. Like a little plushie of this guy would be pretty cute. I'm gonna give it an awesome. I like this little guy. He's fun. I have never actually used one of these. I mean, I didn't play Gen 5, but he's in other generations. But I like the spherical boys. So awesome for me.
I love Woobat so much. Just looking at like the page for it, apparently it does have eyes. It's just hidden under the shaggy fur, which I love. That it's just like I can't see. It's a psychic type, and I like psychic types. It's just so friendly and kind and cuddly, and I love it. And it's a bat, and I'm going sauce.
Corey.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like looked at this and then looked at the evolved form, and I at first thought I was looking at Noivern and then realized, wait, no, this is not that. I've never seen this before. I don't like the single spiky tooth. Looking at its art on the Pokemon cards, Kelsey, you're right. This thing would be an adorable plushie. I'll go Chore.
Ooh, that'll put it at a final score of basic for Woobat. Now, I hope y'all feel better about Swoobat, because I definitely do. I think Swoobat is a saucy boy. It's the courting Pokemon. It likes to make people fall in love. It's got eyes, which is the only thing I wanted Woobat to have. I like its teeth better, too. I like that it's got a little underbite. I like that it's got a little, like, prize claw tail. I like it a lot. So I'm going to say it's saucy.
So this one actually goes down for me a little bit. I don't like its cone head. I think that the Woobat would be more likely to make me fall in love than the Swoobat, because the other one would be a very cute plushie. This one it's fine. It's cute. I'm going to go basic.
I love Swoobat.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Phil, stop cheering for people agreeing with you.
No, this is just one of my favorite Pokemon. Genuinely, I used it in a playthrough. I did like a psychic run of Gen 5 once, and I loved this Pokemon so much. It's the best in every way. I love its heart nose. I like how goofy it looks. It's a big old goofus. Nothing is wrong with this Pokemon, and no one can convince me otherwise. I'm going
wrong.
full on sauce.
It's perfect.
Corey.
Well, it's a step up. I'm going from short to basic. I do like its little goofy demeanor. I don't care for its ears being like merged together. Its weird twin rat tail thing isn't the greatest, but it's not bad. Basic.
And that all ended up at an awesome when all things are said and done. And that'll end things for us this episode. I've been Phil this entire time.
I've been Corey.
Kelsey.
I've been Mason most of the time.
And we'll see you next time when we're going to be kicking it off with a drill.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. I'm worried that I'm going to forget this next time. Is Drill Burr named after Bill Burr, the comedian?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Isn't a
think
burr a thing?
Yeah, but it just seems like it's very close to
Drill
Bill Burr.
It's Wilbur.
Yeah, it's like
But-
burrow.
Why don't we just chalk it up to Drill Burr as Bill Burr's Pokemon of choice?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.